You guys got me there. Promise to obey. The laws of Deadwood Gulch. And to help track down that low down. What are you guys looking at anyway? There's all kinds of people behind me. Like that gentleman there has been gambling, lost half his pants already. What's that, sir? Behind me. There's just more tourists, they're everywhere. Con's over there, Barton. Would you get out of here, McCall? Get. Shavers. Thank you. Dirty dog. Lizard lips. Potato head. Scum bucket. You liked that, didn't you? Make sure you say that all the way home in the minivan. Weasel. Jack McCall. Who never ever did dishes for his mother. So we promise to do dishes for our mamas. And to help Marshall May. Stay away from any more apple pies. Hands together, we're brothers and sisters of the law now. We're going to say, go get them. Go get them. Let's give them a big hand. They're wonderful and cute. Oh. He does. All right, before we go any further, I have one huge favor to ask you. That during this entire performance, please stay on the sidewalks. You can have your feet hanging over the edge, but please do not cross the street from this point on. Do not come out here. We are using 1858 Remington cap and ball revolvers loaded with black powder. On top of that, we put cream of wheat. Yeah, we're serial killers. And on top of that, we put a little bit of Crisco. Now, from this distance, you're perfectly safe. It'll just disperse out into the air. But if you get in front of those guns, it's highly dangerous. So stay where you're at. We've never had an accident here in all the years we've been doing that. Let's don't start today because I hate paperwork. All right. So we need everybody on the sidewalk, even photographers that are taking pictures right now. All right. Thank you much. Back in 1876, all the miners that were here, between 5,000 and 10,000 of them, were here legally. You got to picture that. 1876, in this tiny gulch here, 5,000 to 10,000 people. Every single one of them was breaking the law by being here. This land belonged to the Lakota people. It was given to them by the treaty in Laramie in 1868. And so all these miners, the only reason they were here was to take that gold, and they disregarded that completely. There's no law around that time. And so what happened is they gave that job to a scrappy little Irishman by the name of Con Stapleton to see what he could do without jurisdiction. Now, all our gunfights, they're all different all through the day, but all of our gunfights are the real deal. They are thoroughly researched. Up to our library up there and read this article in the 1876 Black Hills Pioneer. We got it in that library. And so, folks, kick back and enjoy a little real history of Deadwood. Oh, man. What?
Well, boys, this is just the way I like it. All nice and peaceful like.
Oh, yeah, that's a rare thing in this camp.
Oh, it sure is.
Hey, you boys help me wake up old Raspberry here. He's got to get back to his cabin before it gets dark.
Oh, you leave old Raspberry alone. He's not hurting nobody. Besides, his old mule knows the way home without his help.
That's right, so.
God bless the Union!
To the Union! Fill her up, barkeep.
There you go, fellas.
Thank you so much. To Dixie! To Dixie! Oh, man, that's terrible. Jeepers.
All right, nobody moving, nobody get hurt. That goes for you too, law dog. You, wipe that stupid grin off your face.
Oh! Oh, my goodness, you went and shot David Lunt.
Probably trying to shoot the marshal, but he hit poor David.
You fellas take care of Lunt. I'm taking this scumbag to jail.
But he's got shot here.
I'll get the marshal.
Boy, that was a close one. He got shot right in the forehead.
Wait a minute.
Look at that. Oh.
David, get...
Oh.
David, yeah, you got a hole in your forehead.
Don't stick your finger in there. Jeepers, not a good night's sleep on fix. Tell you what, least we can do is get you home. Oh, I hate to be bothering you, fellas. That's okay. No bother at all, really.
Here's to you, boys! Looks like y'all done closed up and left me in here all by my lonesome again. Sure was dead here tonight. Here's your mule. I'm coming just after one little nap.
Well, folks, like I said before, what you saw was a reenactment of an actual event that happened right here in Deadwood. Now, you think that was strange, the strange gets stranger. Not only did he walk out of that saloon, he kept walking for 67 days with a hole right there in his brain bucket. Got himself a headache, laid down up there at the Continental Hotel, and the man croaks. Hate to tell you that, David. Wash your headaches, I tell you what. Doc Babcock checked him out, did an autopsy, and found that a bone fragment about right there in the back of his head that had abscess, and that's what caused his demise. And that's the way things really were in Deadwood in 1876 when David Lunt took a bullet to the brain bucket. Thanks for being here. Have yourself a great Deadwood day. Thank you, thank you. We got another show at 4 o'clock in front of the Oyster Bay. We got one at 6 o'clock in front of the Franklin, totally different shows. 8 o'clock tonight is the legendary trial of Jack McCall. You can get your tickets at the Deadwood gift shops, only $5, $4, and $3. That's pretty cheap. And inside, believe it or not,